My name is Helen Burchell and I work in the School of Education. I'm a Professor of Educational Inquiry. My work has been with people in a whole range of professions where they're interested in teaching or in continuing professional development for themselves or their colleagues. This is in long courses, short courses, consultancy, and working with people one-to-one. And in all of those contexts, I've come to learn that in looking at leading, what is important is to understand how closely related it is to the idea of teaching. If you think about it, we are all teachers. When we show someone else what we do well, we are teaching them. When we encourage them to show us what they do well, we are supporting their learning. And these are the things that I think are important in any continuing professional development context. We are all potentially leaders in this way. When we seek to find out from people, what is it you do? Why do you do it that way? What is important to you in what you do? In this way, as leaders, as teachers, we can bring out what shines in each person. To do this well, I think something else is needed, and that is the ability to inquire with some real significant interest in what is happening in the situation that one is interested in one's work context, and in oneself in that situation. So actually inquiring doesn't have to be something that takes a very long time or is stretched out over weeks or months. It can be quite small in time scale, as long as the focus is there, the need to know and the need to find out. And that need to know and find out is as much about finding out about oneself. In that sense, I think inquiring actually develops one's distinctive contribution and oneself as a leader, one's own leadership capacity. So in these ways, I think for me, leading is much the same as teaching, as supporting learning, as inquiring. We are all potential leaders, teachers, and inquirers. And there's one last thing that I'd like to leave you with, which is an image that I have with me when I think about leading. And I just invite you to imagine a green field stretching away into the distance, untrodden, no paths. And I set out to walk across the field. And as I walk, I hear the voices. I feel the footsteps of others walking behind me. And as I turn round and look back across the field, there are now many paths. And leading has happened.